Welcome to the Senior Home Business Channel. My name is Matt. I'm here to talk about senior living. I'm here to talk about self-improvement and making money. If that is of interest to you, click the subscribe button, hit the bell, but don't hit the like button. Wait till you get to the very end because you might not like this video. If you don't, hit a dislike. That's all that really matters, is what matters to you. What does that make? Does it make any sense? I don't know. But we're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about nursing homes. They're bleeding their staff, and we're going to get into that a little bit. You saw the thumbnail, so let's jump right into it. All right, we're here to talk about senior living. That's one of the major topics of this channel. I used to do Senior Referral Academy and business all the time. We got 240 videos on this channel. If you want to see more about that, go ahead and do it. You see the website down there, seniorhomebusiness.com. We're going to start having some channel sponsors as well. I'm super excited about that. That's forthcoming, some more discounts in the industry. But I wanted to make 2022 a little bit different, so we're starting a little bit early. Happy New Year, if I don't get a chance to tell you. But we're going to talk more about senior living. That's the biggest part of this channel, but I'm also going to throw some self-improvement and making money tips because I want you to learn what I've learned over the last 4, 5, 6 years, maybe something like that. And again, that portion of the content will not come out of some book, will not come out of some video, some YouTube channel. You can go search that yourself. Just practical experience from my own life. So let's get into senior living. All right, here we go. I'm going to start off with an article. I'll pull it up. Happened December 23rd. Thank you, Sarah Varney, I believe her name is. And this is no cut against Amazon, okay? This just so happened to be the company this article is talking about and the issue the nursing homes have with Amazon, with their airport, I believe it's in Cincinnati, and then their new location that's going, I think, in Kentucky. It happens all over the place. But again, this is not an Amazon bash, okay? So don't take it that way. But I want to present the problem at hand that these nursing homes have. And you'll see in this article that, Amazon warehouses and cargo hubs is more than $18 an hour with the possibility of making $22.50 with a $3,000 signing bonus at times, right? So that's really hard to compete with, especially when you think of caregivers and staff members there at the nursing homes. And I'm not talking about the nursing level. We talked about nurses yesterday, but I'm more talking about caregivers and staff. And the pay rate is closer to $15 an hour. So I want us to think and look through the lens of this $15 an hour, more of somebody that's 25 years of age. Now, I'm almost doubled that. I have doubled. I'm 53 now. Goodness gracious. Anyway, but think in terms of someone 25 and be realistic. If you were presented this job opportunity to work for Amazon or any other company you want to put there with that amount per hour with a signing bonus, or go to a nursing home and work there for $15 an hour, what would you choose? Okay, which company would you choose? So we're going to get into this right now. I want to pull up a couple different things that I want to bring to your attention. And the first obvious thing that needs to be, probably doesn't even be mentioned, is limited pay, right? If you're going to make more money somewhere, that's going to entice you to go to that location, right? I have made a lot of job opportunities in my life, or taken a lot of job opportunities to say, that presented a better package, a better employment package, a better pay rate. And so that's going to happen with caregivers, especially at 25 years of age. That age group, they're looking to what they want to do long term. Sometimes people go to school and they go and get their bachelor's, they get their master's, they know exactly what they want to do in life. But I think a lot of the younger generation, and even me, I really didn't know what I wanted to do in life until I was about 35, 40. It seemed like maybe I was just a late bloomer, but there's going to be a lot of people that just don't know what they want to do, and they're going to go for the money. The other thing that's an issue with the nursing home versus the Amazon or whatever company you want to put in there is the difficult work environment. Now, come on, what do I mean by that? You're like, hey, come on, work is work, Matt. What are you talking about? Well, it's not really. You find it more appealing to load boxes or package up presents or change diapers? Would you rather put on a label on a box or give someone a shower. I mean, it's what's something about a difficult working environment. It's a difficult sell for someone that's 25 for a nursing home versus Amazon or whatever company you're talking about. And that's going to be a challenge. So how are they going to overcome that? We're going to talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. I'm going to give you 4 of these issues I believe that come up. The third one is the fear element. And what I mean by that is, I mean, COVID-19, the Omicron, and there's and all that's should not be driving us to fear, okay? But the reality is this: someone's going to feel safer at another business that's not around seniors, that's more susceptible to getting the virus, right? And talking about vaccinations and talking about boosters and always wearing gloves and masks and all that kind of stuff. It's just, it might just be up here, mental, right? But nevertheless, you're 25, you're going to go, I think I'm ready to go work at Amazon. Not only does it pay me more, not only the working conditions are a little bit better because I don't have to do all those stuff, but I'm not operating and move with fear either. The last one I think is might be something that comes to your mind, may not, but is working and socializing outside of the age group. Okay, if you're 25 and you work at Amazon, you're probably more apt, or there's a better opportunity for you to work with somebody your own age than if you were going to go to a nursing home. Now, you might have some caregivers your age, I understand that, but you're surrounded a lot by whom? Seniors. You're surrounded a lot by people that are 3, 4, 5 times your age. And you're like, wow, I'd rather be around my friends or have coworkers of mine that are similar to my age, 4 or 5 years up or down. And so I think that might be an issue too. So what is the solution? I don't have solutions for all these areas of limited pay, difficult working environment, fear element. And now we're talking about working and socializing outside our age group, but it's going to have to be something to do with pay, right? As a 25-year-old, they're going to have to be rewarded. Now, a lot of these nursing homes is government funded, right? It's Medicaid, there's a lot of programs from the government. So they're really highly dependent upon the government giving them money. So they're going to have to be creative somehow, some way to generate additional money, additional funds, and make it more appealing. At least raise that $15 an hour up to closer to 20, something like that. I mean, I know in my local area, I'm in the Fresno, California area, you can go wash cars for $15 an hour. Now, again, it goes back to the difficult working environment. Now, washing cars in California during the summer, it's a pain. It's 110 degrees. But during the winter, you're off work. It's another pain. But you take the fall and the spring, something like that. Would you rather wash a car or change a diaper? It's just a harder sell. And so they're going to need to raise the money. The working environment, that's going to be difficult because it is what it is. You got to do these ADLs, whether it be med management and, giving someone a shower, toileting, changing diapers, helping them eat, walking. There's just things about assisted living that you have to do, right? For our loved ones to be taken care of. So there's really nothing you can circumvent that there. The fear element is just going to be around, whether it's perception or reality. And I understand that COVID is a reality. I understand getting vaccinated is a reality. And I'm not debating all that, but I'm just talking about someone that's 25 could think that it's more dangerous to be in an assisted living community than being at Amazon or somewhere like that. And then I don't know how you get around the socialization part with your peers, coworkers. I know that they're the work, and we can sell that all we want. I'm 53. I can say, hey, just get to work, man. Just get to work. Don't worry about socializing. Don't worry about your peers. Don't worry about being around people your own age. Well, that's a hard sell. You need to have a working environment where people enjoy to go and they love to be there, right? So I want to tell you that. So, okay. That's the senior living part. Let's get into the self-improvement. I want to talk to you and give you something every day that you can do to improve yourself, because whether you're becoming an entrepreneur in senior living, whether you're at a job somewhere else, you need to improve yourself. If you're going to get better at anything, you need to improve. And I want to talk to you today a little bit about, and not belabor the point because it's so basic, but it's really helped me a lot. And it's not this particular book, but it is reading. It is getting into a book every now and then. I'm not trying to challenge you to read a book every week or every month, something like that, but put it on your list of things to do more than watching movies, more than listening to music. You need to read. And let me give you just 3 things that are just a benefit to you and to anyone that enjoys the discipline of reading. Here's the first one. It develops your mind. All right. You are growing in knowledge. You're feeding your brain. You're developing your mind continuously with knowledge. Now, I'm not talking about reading, fictional books. I'm not talking about just reading some random things, but I'm actually talking about getting into maybe some business books or psychology or money, something that's going to stimulate you. And what I would encourage you to do is what I've done is I've identified areas that are not my strong points. And I want to mitigate my weaknesses. And so I do that by reading some things that I'm not good at. Hopefully I can get a little bit stronger. Now I've taken the other approach too. I've hired people. I've got people that are alongside of me. I've got an attorney. I've got other people around me that are better at certain things than I'll ever be. And so I hire those people out. But I also want to grow and get better. Now, the second reason why you should read, it sharpens your memory. Who would not want to increase their memory? Now, I'm not talking about, since this is a senior living channel, just because someone has a form of dementia or a certain level of dementia, reading is going to prevent that. But you know what? Prior to dementia, at least, your mind will be stronger and you'll be a lot sharper. I really can identify people today that have a habit of reading. You talk to them, their vocabulary is stronger. They just know more. They just know a lot more random things. I mean, they would be the kind of people that you would want on some lifeline for a game show. If you can call somebody, who wants to be a millionaire? Give this guy a call, give this girl a call, because they read a lot. Now, let me give you the third one. And this really will play into you being an entrepreneur. Is reason why you should read. Again, I'm not talking about reading a book every day, every week, every month. You set your pace. We all have different pace of reading, different level of education, all that, but we need to stimulate ourselves. But I love this third one even more than the first two. And I'm all about developing the mind and sharpening my memory. But man, how about improving your creativity and imagination? If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to improve your creativity. Your creativity needs to be the top of the line. Your imagination, you need to dream big, man. And I mean, have it where you not only the sky's the limit, but I'm talking about definite steps that you take, certain things that you're going to do, but it begins with creativity. There's certain people that you talk to, you go, man, they would never be an entrepreneur because they don't think outside the box. They don't get creative at all. It's just a certain way they do things all the time because that's the way they do it at their 9-to-5 job, and that's okay. But the world has changed, and it's much more progressive nowadays. I mean, any app you get, any software you get, it seems like as soon as you install the thing, start using it, it's out of date, right? It's obsolete. The world just keeps going faster and faster. So you've got to become more and more creative and imagine, dream, let your imagination go, man. And that's where reading is a byproduct of these things. Or this is a byproduct of reading, rather. So that's the two things there that I want to go over: senior living and self-improvement. But let's get into a money-making All right, the money-making tip I want to say in this video is, who do you want to be? That's the first question you need to ask when you want to make money, is who do you want to be? Remember yesterday's question is, I asked you, is making money easy or hard? And if you think it's hard, that's what it is. It's hard. If you think it's easy, it's easy. But you need to start off with these two questions. If you're going to generate money and make a substantial amount of it, which I am planning to do this year, and my level of income has grown substantially over the years, is I've identified who I want to be. And the reason you have to do this is because there's so many people in your life will tell you who you should be. You should be like the old Matt 30 years ago. You should be like them because that's the way they did it. You should be like the person down the street because they're successful. They got a nice car. No, you've got to draw out of you who you are. You have to identify who you want to be. And once you identify who you want to be, then all you have to do is, how do I make my money? That's the second question. How do you make your money? So who do you want to be? And how do you make your money? Once you identify the answer to those two questions, man, you're off to the races. Man, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. But again, we continue to talk about senior living, continue to talk about self-improvement and making money. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.